Hello everyone, my name is Chris Wenner, and I am the CEO of Reach. Today I wanted to take a walk through the Reach developer docs with you. They are the fastest way to learn blockchain development, no matter what chain you want to build on. Currently, we compile to Algorand and Ethereum, but we have plans on integrating with all of the major blockchains. We set these docs up not to just be a Reach how-to, but rather a blockchain development how-to. This is because there are several nuances of overall blockchain development that we want to highlight and not just teach the Reach syntax. But before we jump in, if you're enjoying this content and you'd really like to see more, please like and subscribe it. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and once we hit 100 subscribers, YouTube gives us more options to design the channel and make it much more fancy. So here we go. And here are the docs. They're located at docs.reach.sh. You can just go ahead and type this in your browser, or you can go to our homepage and click on the docs link, or of course we'll just link to it in the description of this video. The docs are split up into 5 different sections. You have the overview, the tutorial, the guide, the workshop, and the language reference. We'll start with the overview. The overview is meant to give you just a taste of Reach. You can kind of think of it as the hello world of Reach. It's a little bit more complex than a traditional hello world, because it's an application when you complete this the overview that you might actually launch in production. At the very end of the overview, which should take around 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how fast you read, you'll have a secret reveal application, and you'll understand the fundamentals of Reach and then a structure a Reach application. Once you finish the overview, you will then go into the tutorial. Let's scroll to the bottom here. Now the tutorial is divided into 10 sections. Now, the tutorial is designed to give you a bottom-up approach or bottom-up learning approach at teaching you how to use Reach, and not only just how to use Reach, but how to build a blockchain application. Like I said earlier, we don't really want to actually just teach you how to build a Reach application. We want you to learn how to build proper blockchain applications. So we go through building a rock, paper, scissors game. We chose rock, paper, scissors because everybody understands the logic of rock, paper, scissors, so we'd have to teach you that. And you could add a lot of things to it, like betting and bets and wagers, trust and commitments, timeouts, and even actually towards the 9th part of the section, you'll be able to actually have browser web interactions as well. This tutorial should take you around 2 to 3 hours as you go through each step. And when you're done with this, you'll have a working application that you can actually challenge your friends and hopefully win some money with a good old game of rock, paper, scissors. Once you're done with the tutorial, our hope is that you can build a blockchain application by yourself. However, we also created the workshop, which is the 3rd section that you would go to next. Now, the workshop is a different approach at teaching. Rather than a bottom-up approach, it's a top-down approach. What we do is we'll teach you how to, we start with the actual inspec and say, this is what we're going to build. And then we quiz you along the way saying, hey, how would you do this section? We then compare answers and then continue on. The goal of this section is to give you confidence that you know how to build applications the correct way, and also give you ideas on different types of applications you can build. Now, the guide is where we put, you can kind of think of it as the frequently asked questions, where questions that you might come up with that don't necessarily fit directly into the tutorial itself, but it would be good to know. Things like if you're like me, build your Reach applications in Windows. We give you a walkthrough on how to do that. We explain what the version numbers mean in Reach, how to do neat things like loop invariance, which was a new thing to myself when I first started building in Reach, and many other things. And this section will grow over time as people ask questions either in our Discord community or wherever else they want to ask questions. And then finally is you have your language reference. Now this is where you get into the nitty-gritty of the application. You can read it from beginning to end. There's a lot there, and it might be a little bit of a dry read, but this is really more used for answering your specific questions. like how to do the syntax of a certain certain functionality of reach, or many other things like we have the language model in here, the long form of the actual installation, or many things like the different type of participant backends. Right now we only have JavaScript, but once we add Go and Rust, you'll see the specific examples of how we implemented them here. So that is a quick walkthrough of the tutorial. If you actually make it all the way through the tutorial portion of it, what we actually ask you to do is just mention in the community that you finished the tutorial, and once you finish the tutorial, then we can actually give you a special badge in the community, so you can help other people go through the actual tutorial if they have any questions. Let me go ahead and switch back to my face. So thank you so much. Once again, please like and subscribe if you like this. I put out a video every week, and until next week, I hope you have a wonderful time. Thanks so much.